Year-old is just the latest of recent acts of gun violence impacting the city's children. And sadly, it is the places where children should be free to run around and play safely that are now the scenes of multiple shooting investigations. Several rec centers throughout the city have been scenes of recent violent crimes. This leaving a whole lot of people worried about how to keep those facilities safe. Action News reporter Bob Brooks live for us tonight outside police headquarters with that story. Bob.
Gray, I will say that these rec center shootings are one of the great tragedies facing the city of Philadelphia right now. Now, tonight I did speak with somebody who says he has a plan to make these rec centers safer, but it'll come at a cost of $18 million. While the kids had fun at the Amos Rec Center tonight, Ralph Ellis says as a dad, it's become a rather unnerving endeavor. He's worried there could be a shooting.
Worry all the time. Be on alert. Make sure you're looking around just in case something might happen.
He says he wants security for the kids.
Try to get these kids some type of, protection.
Just yesterday, the city saw another one of its teens shot at a rec center. That happened at Dendy. Last week, 24-year-old Dante Moore was killed at the Aubrey Rec Center. Since 2019, there have been more than 300 shootings at Philadelphia rec centers.
Yesterday at Dendy, our staff members saw the teen on the ground, bleeding.
Tonight we had a candid discussion with Brett Bessler. His union represents more than 100 rec center employees. He says they have a plan to make rec centers safer, but it'll cost an additional $18 million.
With that $18 million, we could have security guards at every recreation center. We can have 2 full-time programming staff. We can add social workers, and we can add recreational therapists.
He says their hope is to make rec centers off limits to criminals.
Create a vibrant community space that becomes more of a sacred space where maybe that will deter these shootings.
Tonight we spoke with Mayor Jim Kenney about this ongoing tragedy. He says policing every rec center right now just isn't feasible.
We don't have the capacity to put an officer in every playground because we just don't have. We probably have the money, but we just don't have the bodies.
He also says there's just too many guns for criminals to get their hands on.
And the common denominator in every one of these tragedies is a gun.
Now, Gray, when it comes to the shooting at Dendy, the suspect who was wearing a mask has not been caught. However, his weapon was recovered at the scene. Tonight, we're live outside police headquarters. Bob Brooks for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Gray.
The work continues to keep the city safe. Bob, thanks for the update.